I'm Dan Galushan. Welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. We're back today with the Umarex Colt Peacemaker. And what I'm going to show you today is how to load this thing. Now recently I did a short where I showed you how to load the cartridges in here with the BBs. Well, I'm going to show you a trick that Doc McKay, he's well known air gunner up in Canada, and he also runs a Facebook group called Plinking Over Papers. Trying to think of what it was. POP short for it. Anyway, he's got a trick on how to load the BBs on here that he says is a little bit easier and faster, and we're going to do that too. But I'm also going to show you how you load the C02 in here. And first, let's load a BB. And I've got some of these already loaded, and I'll see just what we got here. Drop out a cartridge. These are the cartridges, of course. You've seen these in the other videos, and also if you've seen that one where I showed you how to load it in the end. Now this one's an empty one, and I'll show you here. What we've got are some black diamond, Hornady black diamond. These are my favorites over, well, the next one probably would be the Umarex steel. Both of those are my favorites on BBs. Now I'll take one of these out. Probably got more than one. We did. Okay, we'll put it on our mat here, our Otis mat that we've got. Now here's the cartridge. What you do is you take it, put it over the BB just like this, push down, and there it is. It's right in there. You can do them real quick that way. You can just go along and poke them down. We'll try to get another one here. Have we done? Yep. Okay, here's another one. I got another BB out here. Might as well load it. I just stick it over the top, push it down. There it is, right in there. And by having this Otis mat, I put it on that. It's a softer mat, as you can see, right here. All right, that, I don't know, I've got the theory that when you do that, that softness kind of conforms to that hole, because you can see as you push it down, you can see the mat come up around it. Well, inside that's pushing up in there too. So it really puts that in there with a good seal. You don't have to give it an extra push like that. It's already there. Anyway, that's a couple of the cartridges, and those are reusable, of course. Now I'm going to show you how to load the C02. Now, of course, you have your safety down here, and you want to put it back on. Now, the reason I had the safety off is because I cannot rotate that without cocking this back. You cannot cock it back with that safety on. I mean, this thing is totally safe, so much so that you got to do a few things in order to even get your cartridges out. So we'll put the safety on. Put that back, put the safety on, which you can see it is right here. That's one of the things that is not like the original, because they didn't have safeties under those. Anyway, now you've got this little notch right here on the grip, and this is where you're going to be screwing the cylinder in, the C02 cartridge. You take this off, just like here, and here, this right in here, is the little wrench that will go on here and tighten that up one way or the other. And I'm going to back it off because I got to put the cartridge in there. Put it right to about there. And we'll get an Umarex cartridge. Umarex has very good cartridges, by the way. They're a pure CO2, as they call it. It's a high grade type, and the regular Umarex cartridge. Now, what you do before that is you get your airgun oil. This is a sealant type oil, and it will lubricate and seal at the same time. Take that off. This is an RWS, and you put a drop right on the cylinder if it wants to come out. I know I got it. Oh yeah, I got it. Okay, just couldn't see it with the sun shining on it. So it's got enough. It puddles up just a little bit there, seals it up. Put that back down. Now what we're going to do, you can see the empty area. You put this right up in here, just like that. Now we're going to tighten that. Put this right on here. Whoop, dropped it. Well, that's one of those things that happens. And it's also more a little bit more awkward trying to do this like this. And notice this column. Okay, we got plenty. Now what we want to do is tighten that down. And when we hear it sis, must have broke it out without even sissing. I didn't even hear it, but it's got to be there. We'll put it here. Yeah, it's tight. So you want to make sure that it's tight because you want to break that seal. If you don't break that seal, it's not going to work. You just take the grip, just like this. And there's, oh, by the way, there's a little bitty plastic tab. You can see that there. Be very careful not to break that off because there's a slot right here. You see that? Okay. That goes right into there, just like that. And then that snaps down. She's ready to fire. It's the safety's on. We load the rest of the cartridges with our BBs. I've already got some loaded, and then in the next video we're going to be shooting. That's how you load this up. That's how you load your cartridges with the BBs. Like I said, you can use Doc's method of doing it this way, or the method that I showed you in the short where I just stuck the BB on top and pushed it in. Either way will work. Doc's method is quick because you just lay your BBs out and boop, 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 and you got it done. So she's going to be ready to fire once we load it. We'll be doing that in another segment on the Umarex Colt Peacemaker. So stay with us and subscribe, and then you'll be notified as to when we do have this next video. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.